up guys, it's Kat, welcome back. So there are a ton of things in 2020 that I want to start doing to improve my day-to-day life, my overall happiness, my productivity, my goals in life, but there are also a handful of things that I want to chop out. But there are also a lot of things in 2020 that I want to stop doing and habits that I want to quit. So in today's video, I thought it would be really fun to go over what these habits are. There's this many of them. I'm not sure what it is, but there's this many. And some of these are just small things that I do that are kind of like, really, Kat, why are you doing that? Just stop. And then others are more like bigger picture habits that really do take a toll on me. And if you're doing them, they probably take a toll on you as well. But all of these habits are things that I will quit in 2020. Notice I say will quit, not that I want to quit. And with all of that being said, I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get into the habits that I'm gonna quit in 2020. Okay, so for this first habit, we're in my car because, let me know if y'all do this, but I have a horrible habit of not cleaning out my car. And right now you can see there's a suitcase in the back because Tim and I are actually on our way to New York City. I'm so excited. This is gonna be my first time seeing the Rockefeller Center tree. He's currently in Stu Leonard's Wine and Spirits getting some alcoholic beverages for tonight. But as you can see over here, I still have so much of my fall stuff for my work desk that's been there for like a week and I still just haven't taken it in. And then not only stuff, but I also end up like leaving trash around. If I get a bagel from Dunkin', I'll just throw the bag on the ground and then I won't just take it out with me the next time that I leave the car. So I really have to quit that habit. That's something that I'm going to be quitting in 2020. Okay, so this next one has to do with throwing clean clothes in the dirty pile. Like for example, this big t-shirt. I wore this to sleep last night. I literally put it on right before I went to bed. I slept in it and then I took it off like 20 minutes after I woke up and changed. So there is literally no reason to put this in the washing machine. I can just rewear it again tonight. I mean, if I had sweat or it like smelled weird, you know, something like that, then obviously I wouldn't wear it again. But like it smells completely clean. I would never know that I wore it once. So there's no reason for me to waste, you know, another wash on this when I could just throw it back in my drawer, wear it another night or two, and then wash it. Also, if you're enjoying this video so far, you should totally subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. If you give it a thumbs up, that actually really does help my channel and YouTube will recommend this video to more people can see it. So if you're enjoying, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and of course subscribe for more videos from me. Okay, well, let's get on to the next habit. What's up guys? It's actually a couple days later now. I'm just sitting on the couch editing this video, actually, some of the footage that I got. And I just wanted to come on here to explain this next bad habit that I'm gonna break. And that is feeling guilty when I say no to plans. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this now, I actually didn't even plan to add this in as one of my habits. But earlier today when I was at work, some of my friends asked if I wanted to go do something after work and hang out. And part of me did want to say yes and go out, but I knew that if I did, I wouldn't be able to get this video done. And I have some other things tonight that I have to get done, which I wouldn't have if I went out, or I wouldn't have gotten as much done, you know what I mean? And then I would have been more tired and all of that stuff. So I said, no, I can't tonight. And I just felt so guilty about it. I don't even, like, why do I feel guilty? It's not like I'm canceling plans that were made in the past. I'm literally just declining an offer that was made on the spot for that same day. So like totally reasonable. And so like the whole car ride home, I was like feeling just, I don't know, guilty and like, oh, did I make a mistake? Maybe I should have gone. I don't know. But now that I'm home and I'm sitting here, I'm editing, like I'm getting work done, I am so darn thankful that I didn't, because I know that this is really important to me. And it's the same like when I was in college, I used to always feel guilty about saying no if my friends were going out drinking and like I knew I had homework to do, or I knew I was gonna have to wake up early the next day, so I didn't want to go out and drink and like stay out really late. And I would always feel so guilty about it. And a lot of times I would just do it because I didn't want to have to say no. But this is something that we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna get rid of that habit. Do what's best for you. I'm not saying if you promise someone you were gonna be somewhere and you already have set plans that like 20 minutes before you should be like, hey, I don't feel like it, I'm not coming. That's not what I mean. But if somebody asks you to go do something and you know that it's not the right time for you to go do whatever that thing is, don't feel guilty saying no. So the next habit that myself, as well as I'm sure a lot of y'all out there, have to really take down a notch. I understand that this is never going to 100% go away. It's just, we do this by human nature, but I think if you can switch the way you think about this, it can really help improve your self-confidence, improve how you feel about yourself, and in turn, how you feel on a day-to-day basis. And that is comparing myself to other people in every aspect of it, you know, look-wise, career-wise, what they have wise, literally just everything that you could compare yourself to somebody about. I found these two quotes. Well, one of them I've known for a long time, and the other one I just recently found, and I'm like taken back by it. It's such a good quote. So the first quote is, and you may or may not have heard it, but another woman's beauty is not the absence of your own. And I think that this can be taken in so many different ways. Obviously physically, just because another person is beautiful doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. And then in the other sense of it, you could say, just because somebody else is super successful doesn't mean that you can't be super successful too. There is room for all of us to be successful. There is room for you to reach your goals. Just because somebody else has reached that success doesn't mean that you can't reach that success. Just because somebody else is beautiful doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. And this quote is a little more focused on looks, but I still love it. I still think this is such a nice quote. And it says, just because you don't look like somebody who you think is attractive doesn't mean you aren't attractive. Flowers are pretty, but so are sunsets, and they look nothing alike. I just thought that was so darn sweet. How that quote puts it into perspective, like flowers and sunsets are both equally gorgeous. You would never think like that flower is prettier than that sunset, because it's just, you can't compare them. They're not the same. You may not look anything like somebody else who you think is drop dead gorgeous. That in no way whatsoever means that you are not drop dead gorgeous. It just means you're drop dead gorgeous in a different way. You look different, but you're both beautiful. And honestly, I think that would be a really cool video topic, talking about how to not compare yourself to others and giving like tangible tips and things that you can do. I don't necessarily know what all those tips would be yet, but I would love to research it and put it all together in a video, because I know that would help me out. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in a video like that. I'm just kidding. But for real, I cannot be the only person who I go to throw something out in the trash can, I realize that it's completely full, and I just stuff whatever I have in there anyways and walk away. So this next habit that I'm going to break in 2020 is stop waiting forever to take out the trash. When I see that it is completely full, I will just take it out. I'm not gonna say that I'm like about to go drive to the dumpster right now or walk all the way to the dumpster, but I am going to take the bag out, tie it up, and then leave it by my front door so that the next time I'm walking out to go somewhere, I just grab it with me and I can drop it off at the dumpster. This next one is something I always do when I get stressed. Honestly, even when I'm not stressed, but especially when I am. I always like, I shouldn't even do this while I'm showing you, but like I'm always touching my face, which is obviously so bad because all the germs that I'm exposed to throughout the day and all the different things that I'm touching, I'm then just putting on my face. So I really have to stop doing that. And I have gotten better at like catching myself doing it, and then I'll stop. But you know, I mean, once I touch it, the germs are all there, So if you watch until this part, let me know in the comments the biggest #1 habit that you want to break in 2020, that you will break in 2020 is. I'll have my How to Get Your Life Together playlist linked above me, and I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in my next video.